God forbid a girl sees a cute book and wants to buy it. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Brittany and I like to read and talk about it. If you are returning, thank you so much for coming back. Today we are going to be doing another huge book haul, 30 plus books. I do have a quick little disclaimer for those of you that are new here. I say this every single time. I collect books over like the course of 2 to 3 months and I kind of stack them somewhere, and then when that stack gets, you know, a little obnoxious, that's when I'll film my book haul. Don't worry, these were not all purchased in like the same week or two. These were collected over the course of like 2 or 3 months. I have subscription boxes. I like to go to the used bookstores around me. I like to also just buy books every now and then. Like, that is my hobby. That is something I enjoy doing, is reading and collecting books. And I have, you know, I make book content, so maybe I use that as a little bit of an excuse. But I do always like to give that disclaimer so people aren't like, oh my god, she bought all of these in like a week. That's crazy. No. Anyways, we're gonna just go ahead and get started. I don't have anything else to say. I hope I grabbed all of my new books, but I might have forgotten a couple. And if that's the case, it is what it is. It's fine. There's still plenty of really cool books that I'm gonna be showing you guys. So we're just gonna go ahead and start with the first one that's right here, and I've actually never opened it, so I'm gonna do that right now. This one was when I still had the Love Story Society box. I think this was the last book, or one of the last books I got from them. Honestly, I just canceled it because I have other subscription boxes that I like more, and I feel like I'm getting more and more away from just romance books unless they have some sort of like trauma depth or like some sort of like sports aspect to them. I have to like really be in the mood now to read a romance, so me having a romance book subscription, I was just kind of like, It is Chasing Shelter, and the artwork is really pretty on it, and I love the back. I do love how Eternal Embers, that's who does the Love Story Society, I do love how they do their artwork on all of their books. I think they're so pretty. This one doesn't really say what it's about on the back, so I'm gonna quickly pull up just a really quick summary. Don't worry, I'll keep it very short. I won't read like the full synopsis to you. Oh, this is book 5 in a series. Oh, it's a single dad. So the female main character, it looks like she traveled to Sparrow Falls for a sanctuary, and she moved in next to a broody single dad. Well, that's all we need to know. It's a single dad romance and he's grumpy. Honestly, if it's interconnected, I definitely can't wait to read this. Somebody let me know if I can read this as like a standalone or if I have to read the first 4, because that's kind of like a commitment that I probably will not get to anytime soon. Up next, I have 2 editions of the same book, so I'm just going to kind of show you them together. First, I have the standard hardcover, and it is Alchemized by Senlin Yu. I did get this at the midnight like release or whatever, and there's nothing like, you know, fancy about this one. I just had it because of the midnight release. And then I have the Fairy Loot edition. Oh my gosh, I am so happy that I got this edition. It is so pretty. Like, the edges on this are stunning. Oh my gosh. And then the inside, oh my god, I love. So I'll show you everything because it's a reversible dust jacket. And it's kind of like the similar cover, the same, but it's red. And then the actual hardcover. Oh my gosh. And then the artwork inside. And then it is signed. And then there's the back artwork. It's so pretty. This follows Helena, and this is the aftermath of a long war, and she is sent to the High Reef to recover her memories, which I was so excited that the term High Reef is still in here, because I actually thought that that wasn't something that was gonna be in here. So I did really like that. I haven't finished this yet, which is shocking. I started it and then I had to do a bunch of other like videos and stuff, and I honestly put it on the back burner, and I know that's terrible because this is so anticipated for me. But it's just, it's a thick book. It's over 1,000 pages. Or actually, it might be like just under 1,000, at least this edition. Oh my god, the picture. I forgot about the picture in the back. Oh my god. If you know, you know. I don't want to like spoil anything, but yeah, I do need to actually like get on this. I think it's just like the original work of this destroyed me for months. So I think I've just been really afraid to read this and like get more into it and finish it and everything, because I feel like after I finish this, I don't think I'm gonna be able to read a book for a while. So I've kind of just been like putting it off, but I will definitely get to it soon if we're being completely honest. I have a massive stack here, so this next one I got from a used bookstore. I genuinely have no idea what it's about, but I keep seeing people talk about it, so I found it for I think $4, so I picked it up, and it is Flock by Kate Stewart. I don't know if this is like a thriller or like a dark romance. I literally do not know because I've seen it in both types of videos. But this follows Cecilia, and she moves to Triple Falls. She spends 1 year working for her father at his factory, and then he'll hand over the inheritance that she needs to help her single mother. And then she'll leave the town. On the first day, she collides with a new supervisor, Sean. He lures her into a new world of sex, lies, and alliances. Dominic, Sean's best friend and the darkest, most dangerous member of his crew, is determined to keep Cecilia from uncovering. I'm gonna go with dark romance. If anybody's read this, definitely let me know, because... the first in a seductive series. Yeah, I'm gonna go with dark romance. For sure. Up next, I actually should have grabbed the other one before this one. That comes kind of before this one, but it's like buried on the bottom of the pile, so we'll get to that one. But I do have the second special edition for the Zodiac Academy series. I have the first one right here. I don't know if you guys can see it. Right here. Oh my god. Literally one of the prettiest books I own. And this is the second one with my man on it. This is the love of my life right here. Oh my gosh. Top 5 book boyfriend right here. Let's go through and show you this one. I didn't end up, I don't think, pre-ordering all of them. I think I stopped at like the 5th or 6th one. There's one of them I didn't end up ordering because I just got the ones that I really like the covers. I don't really need like the full picture on the edges and everything like that. So I was like, let me like save some money, you know what I mean? Anyways, this is the cover. This is the back. It says, watch them fall. And then this is the inside. Oh my god. Oh my god. Look at him. This is the naked hardcover. And then the back is similar. And then inside. And it is signed. And my favorite thing about these ones is also in between there's a lot of artwork. And like I can't sit here and show you all of it, but like there's a lot of random artwork inside. Like let's see what's another really nice one. Oh, and the map is fully colored. Oh, I love this one. Oh my gosh. I think they did a beautiful job with these editions, and I did want to get them all, you know, just to have them because it is one of my favorite series. It's a series that got me back into reading. It's just, you know, if the money's not right at the time, it is what it is. It's life, you know, but maybe I can get that one if I really feel like I need it secondhand, but we both know they'll be taxing on Pango for that. Oh my god, this is a great one. My hair. That is amazing. That's the winner right there. But yes, I do love this series with my whole heart. Like I said, this is the one that got me back into reading. This will always have a special place in my heart. Then I finally caved because every single time I went to the bookstore, any bookstore for that matter, I have seen this book and I've been wanting to read it for so long, but I never ended up buying it. But lately I feel like it's been recirculating. Like it went around for a while and then it stopped, and I feel like it's been recirculating again. And I'm like, you know what? Just get the damn book because my friend has it. She's been wanting to buddy read it with me. So I bought it, and it is Red Rising. I only got the first book because I'm trying this new thing where I don't buy every book in a series in case I don't like it, and then I'm stuck with the entire series. So I only got the first book. But the way everybody talks about it, I feel like I'm gonna love it, and I really do plan on getting the whole series eventually, but I'm gonna like buy it as I go because, again, I'm trying to be smarter. These next two are kind of random. I got them again at a used bookstore. Sometimes I feel like going to a used bookstore is kind of like more harmful than beneficial for me because I buy so many books that I never would have like reached for. And sometimes I'm like, oh, that's so cool because I get to try new books or try new things. And then other times it's like the most random things I'm buying because they're just cheaper and then I never end up reading them. And I hope that this isn't the case with this book, but it is The Beautiful and the Damned by F. Scott Fitzgerald. And it was $3, and I just wanted to like start reading more classics, I guess you could say. And I saw this one and was like, yeah, sure. I mean, obviously everybody loves The Great Gatsby, so I've not really heard anything about this one. But I was like, the literal worst case scenario is that I give it a shot and I don't like it. At least I got it cheaper at a used bookstore. And then this one's really random. I was thinking like a cute little coffee table book or something. Like, I don't know, just more for like vibes. I say this all the time, but I love learning. I love hyperfixating on things and picking random topics and learning about those random topics. And one thing that will like never go away for me as far as like hyperfixations is ancient history, like the Greeks, the Romans, Egypt, like all of that I think is so fascinating. I love the ancient like history world, and it's just something I feel like you can never learn too much about. Like there's always things to learn. And I found this book at one of the used bookstores for $4, so I just figured why not. And it's just an ancient Egypt book, and it talks about like the pyramids and like the hieroglyphs, and I just thought that it was really cool. Like it just has a lot of really cool stuff. Like, I don't know, I just think it's really cool. Like stuff like this I think is so cool. So I just think it's really cool to kind of like look through if I'm ever in like a learning mood, or like it'd be a cool coffee table book or something. All right, up next, these are from, I want to say, I think these are from Mystic Box. Oh, okay, Arcane Society, but I'm pretty sure that's like Mystic Box owns them, so I guess I wasn't entirely wrong. But it is Blood and Steel and then Vows and Ruin, which these have been so high up on my TBR, so I am so excited. Oh my gosh. Can you even see them? Let's do one at a time. So this is Blood and Steel. And then the edges. And then the inside. I love the Naked Like hardcover. I think is so pretty on this. And then the back says, the smallest blade can make the biggest difference. And then here's the inside. I love reversible dust jackets, but at the same time, I hate them because I like can never pick which side I want on display, because especially when they're both really cool, I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't know what I'm supposed to do now. Then we have some artwork here. And then it is also signed. And then the back is also some artwork. Absolutely gorgeous. Then we have the second book, which is Vows and Ruin. And then it's kind of the same style here. And then the artwork. This is the back one. And then the front, which I have a little thing here, so let me take that off. Okay. So there's this. And then I have like actual, oh my god. I had another one. It comes with two, but I don't know where I put the second one. There's the inside. I love Arcane Society and Mystic Box and Fairy Loot are probably my three favorite like book boxes, which I think they're the three that I have. I don't think I have any more now. I think those are like the three that I have, but I have the Romantasy and the Adult for Fairy Loot. But I've been on the wait list for all of them for so long, so finally being off them and then getting all of these like such good choices, like they just have such good book options. I'm so happy because I love a pretty book. Okay, up next, this book was sent to me from Macmillan Publishing, and it is, I believe, a YA romantasy, and it is Of Flame and Fury by Michaela Bridge. And it's got some cute little pinky purple sprayed edges. I don't think there's anything on the actual hardcover. No, it's just plain. This sounds really good. It says, on an island built from ash and surrounded in fire, Phoenix racing is as profitable as it is deadly. It follows Kel and her team of underdogs, the Crimson Howlers. They're desperate to win their annual races, but the Howlers need a new rider. So I think they like ride phoenixes and like race them. Kel ends up accepting a job from someone, and they have like an unsettling interest in her phoenix. It thrusts Kel into a conspiracy that endangers everyone that she cares about. It says heart-pounding pages full of steamy romance, fiery confessions, political scheming, and volatile magic culminate in a final battle that none may survive. Sounds like a good time. And then I also got sent this book, which I cannot believe I got sent this because I had the electronic arc for this and I loved this book so much, and I do want to do a reread of this book next year because I really enjoyed it. So getting a physical copy of it sent to me was wild. I didn't think that was going to happen. But it is Hazelthorn by C.G. Drews. Oh my gosh, this book is so good. This is like a dark gothic retelling of The Secret Garden. And it follows Zavander, and he lives in this estate called Hazelthorn with his guardian, Byron Lennox Hall. Well, he's got 3 rules. He can never leave the castle, he can never go in the gardens alone, and then he can also never be left alone with Byron's grandson, Oh my god, why did I just forget his name? Lori, hello. So many names in all of these books. Sometimes it's just so hard to remember them, okay? Something ends up happening to Byron. He ends up getting murdered, which is not a spoiler, I promise. It's in the synopsis. And Zavander's so set on trying to uncover like what happened, who murdered him, and he ends up enlisting Lori's help. But there's also like this other plot line with the garden outside the estate that's just like growing out of control, and oh my gosh, it is so good. It is so good. I love this book so much. I definitely recommend reading it. Then I honestly cannot remember if this was in my last book haul or not, or if I got it more recently, so I am gonna throw it in here. But if I did already show this one last time, then I'm sorry. I genuinely cannot remember at what point I bought this book, but I know it's newer. I just don't know if it's like in the last month or two or like a little bit before that. But it is by J.L. Vampa, and it is Autumn of the Grimoire. This book I did already read. It is so good. This follows our Autumn Witch Agatha, and then there's other books in the series that follow spring, winter, and summer. They're solstice witches. And Agatha, every time it's her turn for the Grimoire, she ends up getting like these tasks that are so just hard for her. You know, it's like burning down villages, starting plagues, like just harmful things, and just it makes her feel like a bad person. Well, this time she's assigned to go to this kingdom and marry the prince, and there our story unravels, and it is just really enjoyable, and it's very atmospheric. The writing is absolutely beautiful, and if you are looking for like another good gothic fantasy, I definitely recommend this one. Plus the cover is absolutely gorgeous, and I definitely plan on getting the other ones, and I definitely want to read them like in the season that they're in, just because why not. So I probably should get the winter one. Actually, shit, it might be a little too late to do that. If I don't get the winter one now, then I'll do it next year, because I already kind of have like a mental TBR and like kind of want to tackle my physical TBR, but we'll see. If you end up seeing the winter one on my shelf, then you know that I caved. Alright, this next book is a book that is so high on my TBR. I know I've said this about a couple of these already, but like everybody and their mother was talking about this book for so long, and I never got around to reading it. And then every time I went to the store to buy it, I had to like resist the urge, because I knew that this was going to be one of the Fairy Loot editions. So I just kept putting it off, and I was like, I'll wait till I get that edition. But it is Metal Slinger. Oh my gosh, I just feel like everybody has read this book already, and I'm like the only one who hasn't. But this edition is so pretty. This is the naked hardcover. Then the edges. And then we have the inside, which is, I think it's pretty much very similar to like the original cover. I've heard nothing but good things about this book. Oh, duh, there's artwork inside. I almost forgot to show you guys. So there's this one. And then I don't actually entirely know what this is about. I've been trying to avoid like seeing things about it, just because I know I do really want to read it. So I'll do like a quick little... We have Bryn, and she spent her entire life among the Alaha, a community exiled to live at sea, training to be a guard, and waiting for the chance to attend the annual market hosted by the Kenta. They are the same people who exiled her adopted family. Oh, going to the market is a rite of passage, and she does not anticipate breaking a century-long peace treaty while there. Oh, or an intense encounter with an enemy soldier to threaten the fragile peace between their people. Is that going to be the love interest? So there's denied magic in this world, a growing rebellion, and dark knowing eyes of a stranger. Oh yeah. Yeah. Is this him? Because he's beautiful. I clearly have a type. But yeah, I really want to read that book so bad. That one, and there's another one that I feel like everybody's been talking about. Oh wait, I actually have it. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. Up next, I have another Fairy Loot edition, and this is Warrior Princess Assassin. I might try to read this in the winter, just because I don't know. I don't know if it's just because it's blue, but it is giving me very winter vibes. Well, it's probably, you know, the snowflake on the side, actually. I bet you that's it. She just looks like a winter princess, which, well, she probably is, because Warrior Princess Assassin. But look at her. I'm obsessed with her. So there's the naked hardcover, the back. Oh, is this a... Wait. Is it like like warrior princess assassin. Is it like a why choose? Here's the original, or like the inside. Who should you trust, who should you love, and who should you kill? So we've got Warrior King Maddox. He's got fire magic, who's earned him a ruthless reputation. His kingdom is slowly burning, and his one chance to save it is a marriage alliance with a neighboring royal family, who I'm assuming is her. So Princess Jory, she needs this alliance, but her family's hiding a dangerous secret. Their magic is fading. When she meets her intended, he sets her heart aflame. But what will he do when he realizes she's deceiving him? And then we have once a young nobleman causing mischief with Jory in Astranza's palace. Asher is now part of the Hunters Guild. When a lucrative job arises, he can't refuse until he sees the target. Someone wants King Maddox and Princess Jory dead. Now he must decide what he's willing to do to protect the woman he loves and the king she's about to marry. Whoa! Yeah, I'm actually moving this up on my TBR because that sounds insane. That sounds so good. What the heck? Wow. Alright, up next, a little less exciting. I'm going to take a little break on the special editions and get back to some of the normal books. That way you guys are like, let's see what else you got. I did get The Ritual, and this is actually in my newest reading vlog, me reading it, the dark romance reading vlog. This is an interesting series. It's a like dark college romance, and there's like secret societies. They're called the Lords, and they have like a chosen, like a girl that they claim. They cleanse and then claim. But the secret society pretty much is like the most powerful. They become like the most powerful people in the world, I guess. And I don't know. I've only read the first book so far. I think I rated it like a 3.75 or something. So I definitely do plan on continuing the series and getting the rest of them, but I'm just like in no rush. But I do think the cover is really cool on this. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I really like the cover. Then by Lila Sage, I did get Soul Searching. I believe this is her newest book. This is book 1 in a Sweetwater Peak novel. And I think this is like a paranormal romance. So I thought that was really interesting because I think actually all she's ever written so far is like cowboy romances. So it follows Collins Cartwright, and she ends up going back home to Sweetwater Peak, Wyoming. And apparently a developer is trying to buy her parents' antique shop from under them, so she has to go back. And oh, she's lost her job and is out of money. Or that the ghosts who have always been her companions have recently gone silent. Oh. She ends up finding a room for rent above the upholsterer's store, and it's crawling with more ghosts who are freezing her out, and Collins hates being ignored. Then we have Brady, and he decided to uproot his life and move to Sweetwater Peak. Oh, okay, so he's the one that lets her stay in his spare room. Oh, the ghosts are pushing them together. Okay. Honestly, this sounds really cute. It's like she sees ghosts, but they're like, it's not like creepy. It's like a just fun little romance. That's still what it seems like. I think the cover is really, really pretty on this too. And then I did get this book sent to me by N.D. Osman. It's called A Fate in Flames. And this is a romantasy. It has betrayal, desire, and secrets. It says, found by a bargain sealed before her, Alira crosses the veil between realms with a single purpose: to retrieve the relic, kill the king, and escape before fate claims its price. But nothing could have prepared her for Dalkin. And I believe he's like the mysterious, dark, broody man that we are probably going to love by the end of the book. The next two are two more that I did get from the used bookstore. The first one is this edition of Frankenstein. I just thought it was cute. Something about like the tiny little books for some reason are so cute to me. And I like this one because the font is actually really, really big on this one too. Because sometimes these little tiny books, the font are so tiny because they're small. But it's still like a really good size font. And I didn't own any editions of Frankenstein. So I saw this one and I was like, I've really been wanting to actually read it. So got her. And then I got My Grandmother Asked Me to Tell You She's Sorry by Frederik Bachman, because those of you that are not new here already know that I love Frederik Bachman. I've only read I think 2 books by him so far, but literally I will read anything this man writes. I will read a grocery list. I don't care. I love his writing so much. So I definitely want to keep getting his books. I want to continue reading all of his books. I just have to like find the time, honestly. This time of the year is a little harder for me to just like casually read and like mood read, because with it being fall, Halloween, then winter, Christmas, I want to obviously immerse myself more into like those seasons and those holidays. So I'm mostly like reading more books kind of that give off that vibe. But then because I'm such a mood reader, it makes it hard because sometimes I just want to read another book that's more not related to that vibe, but then I want to like knock out my TBR, so it gets a little complicated. And I do it to myself. I make these hard rules for some reason that nobody cares if I follow except me, but that's how it goes. Next, I did get this when I went to Barnes & Noble. This is one of the local authors. She was doing like a little signing, so you know, always try to support indie when you can. And this is Sports Balls for Lovers by Ali Lasky. And it's a best friend's brother romance. And I don't know if it's all of her books, but she writes like very spicy like hockey romances. I believe this is something, I want to say it's like an anonymous hookup app that she joins. Actually, let me just read it to you guys. When I planned an anonymous hookup, I'm horrified when the man who walks into my hotel room is Jared, my best friend's hot as hell older brother. And he ends up following through. I thought he couldn't stand me, but when we're in the bedroom, he's obsessed with my pleasures. Yeah, that sounds fun. And I also like how it's shorter, so I feel like it'll be a really, really good like palette cleanser. Then following on theme with sports romances, I got The Art of Catching Feelings by Alicia Thompson. Honestly, the cover just sold me. I don't even like baseball, but I was like, I've never read a baseball romance, and I bought this after I actually went to a baseball game, so I was trying to be like, you know, I was in the vibe. And it's not that I don't like baseball, I just don't really like care for it. Like, it's not my sport of choice. I probably would do like F1, then hockey, and then football. Those would be like my top 3. Baseball just, I feel like it's, you know, not as exciting to watch. Like, not much happens, in my opinion. In my opinion. I've also only ever watched one game, so. Anyways, the cover, so cute. And again, I've never read a baseball romance, so I just thought it would be a fun time to try something new, even though I've yet to read it. I think this would be really cute to read during summer, because when I think of baseball, I think of summer. I don't know if that's accurate at all, but I think of hot dogs, popcorn, summer. This follows Daphne and Chris. Daphne doesn't follow baseball. Oh, but watching America's Snooze Fest certainly beats sitting at home. Okay, so am I Daphne? Because that's just kind of how I feel. Oh, she signs her divorce papers. And then we have Chris, who is the baseball player. Oh, so she got too much to drink one night, and she kind of like roasts him. She ends up reaching out to him on social media to apologize. Okay, this sounds cute. So she like DMs him. He doesn't realize it's her, and she ends up lying about like her identity. This sounds cute. Honestly, yeah, this sounds cute. And then I do have Wrecked by Lauren Asher because I owned the first 2, and I recently did Reading Formula 1 romances, so I wanted to get the rest of them. Haven't read this one yet, but I definitely do plan on reading it because I actually do really, really like this series. And along with that one, I also did get this edition of Redeemed off Pango. This is the Larry Reed's Eternal Embers edition, and it is so pretty. Oh my god. I definitely want to read this one as well. I'm pretty sure everyone says that this is their favorite out of the entire series, so I definitely will have to get to Wrecked and Redeemed, and that way I can not like be done with that series. Alright, up next, this is another edition that I got from the Love Story Society before I canceled it. And also, by the way, I don't know if I've said this, I didn't cancel it because anything was wrong with it. I just canceled it because I don't... Listen, I know I said I don't read a lot of romances, and like a lot of these books have been romance books. I just haven't been in the mood for romances, okay? So I just thought that maybe getting a romance book every single month when I haven't been reading them wasn't the best idea. But like if I'm out at the store and I see one that looks cute, like I'll grab it, okay? God forbid a girl sees a cute book and wants to buy it. It is Burned Bright by Krista and Becca Ritchie. And I feel like this follows like the Cobalt Empire. Oh, cute. I didn't even notice that. Well, obviously because I just opened it. But I haven't read, I've only ever read so far Addicted to You. I actually do want to do a reading vlog next year reading the entire Addicted series. I just haven't been wanting to commit to it, so I think I'm going to do it next year. But I think I have to read all of that first, and then like the Calloway sisters and everything. And then I don't know who this follows, but I think it follows somebody in the Cobalt family who I think you meet in that series. I'm not entirely sure. I could be completely mistaken, but anyways, it is cute. So then again, I was in like a classic mood. For some reason, the fall just really makes me want to read classics, or just like, I like buying classics. I want to be a classic girly. I want to read more. I think I just need to buy some like intro ones first. I'll like go to the store and just like buy one that sounds interesting. But then like, for example, this one, I bought it and I started reading it and I'm like, I have no idea what's going on. And I'm still gonna read it, but like with these, I'm only reading like 10 pages a night because they are so much more like, there's more depth and everything to them. Like you really have to sit there and kind of analyze and like read in between the lines more, and you know what I mean? Anyways, I only got this one because I know that he's really popular and everybody likes him and whatever. So I got Thus Spoke Zarathustra. I don't even know if I said that right. I know it's a philosophy book, and it follows this prophet Zarathustra, and it says that he descends from his solitude in the mountains to tell the world that God is dead and that the Superman, the human embodiment, is his successor. The author is arguing the meaning of existence, and it's not to be found in religious or meek submission, but in an all-powerful life force, passionate, chaotic, and free. So honestly, it sounded really interesting to me. I probably, you know, should get back into it. I literally am only on page 45. So I have not gotten very far, and I kind of have been like putting this on the back burner, but I'm gonna try to make it my goal every night before bed to read at least 10 pages. Then I got the Body Keeps score because I'm also trying to get more again into, like, I'm trying to just expand. I went through, before I got back into reading in like 2022, I went through like a self-help phase where that was like the only types of books I was reading were self-help books. But I got to the point where I think I read so many that it felt like they were all saying the same thing in just like different fonts, different wordings and everything. So then I finally picked up like a fantasy book again and was like, oh my god, why have I been neglecting myself of this? Like I used to love reading fantasy and then I stopped. I don't know why. I think it's also just the way like the reading world trended for a bit, at least like the little area that I was in. I got this because I heard it was really, really good, and a lot of people said that this is one of those books that really is just like insightful. And yeah, I just sometimes need something like this, you know? So again, I think I'll do something like this once I finish that one where I read like 10 pages a day or something. This is the other one I was talking about that I should have grabbed before the second Zodiac Academy. This is one of the novellas. I'm gonna be honest, actually, I haven't read, I don't think, really any of the novellas yet in the Zodiac Academy world or any of the spin-offs, because by the time I finished book 9, I was just so tapped out of the series that I was like, I cannot for a while, because I read the first 8 all within maybe 2 or 3 months. Like I knocked them out, and then I had to wait for 9 to come out because it wasn't out yet. Then I read it like the day that it came out, or like that week, and then I just 7, 8, and 9 were so excessively long, and I feel like there was so much like filler that I was just like, I need a break from this world and these characters and everything. So then I just never have gone back to it. So I do need to go back. The only one I've read so far is the first one from the heir's POV, the boy's POV. Really, really good, by the way. But I do want to read all of the other ones. So I got this one because it was also cheaper because it's smaller. And it's the Origins. So, anyways. I think this is Lance's sister, but I could be wrong. I actually might be wrong. I might be literally saying who knows what. I haven't even seen this one yet. As you can see, it still had the plastic on it. I do want to read also the Beyond the Veil one. I don't know if I care to read the Live and Let Lionel because I just don't care about him at all. So I don't really know what that one entails. I just don't like him at all. Oh, I definitely want to read The Big Ass Party. I want to read Seth on the Moon. Like, there are a bunch that I want to read. I never got to them. I want to read, like, The Dark Fae, Savage Fae, like, all of those as well. Maybe that'll be one of my goals for next year, is to fully finish the series. Orion is the best. And then this one also has artwork. I don't know if I'm going to look at all of them. I don't really know what's going on in these ones because I haven't read this yet, so. But it still does have the colored artwork as well. And then we just have the inside as well. Oh, this one's literally 133 pages, so I definitely should read this one soon. Just so I can actually finally make progress on continuing the world, because I love it. I love that world. I love the characters. I think, like I said, I was just so like, I need a break from you guys, and then I just haven't gone back because I'm terrible at continuing series sometimes. Up next, I have these two beautiful editions from one of my favorite authors ever, and the book box was, I think, Mystic. Yes, Mystic book box. So first we have this little artwork here, and it is Master of Salt and Bones by Keri Lake. I love Keri Lake so, so much. Gorgeous. This is the naked hardcover. Oh my god, the purple foiling. I can't. Shockingly, I actually haven't read this one yet. I know. I just said she's like my favorite author. I haven't read everything by her yet. I've been trying to like space it out because then if I read everything, then I'm sad and I have like nothing to read besides rereads. So I've been trying to like space out her stuff, and Eldritch just came out, so I've been wanting to read that one, so that's kind of been like my priority, so I do have to get to that one. And then Nocticadia, oh my gosh, this was the first book I read by her. Loved this book so much. Which, that is not what I thought he looked like, if we're being honest, but this might not even be, I might have mixed up the artworks, to be honest. I'm actually not even sure. I didn't really look at them, I just kind of put them in the book. So pretty. And then same thing, this, oh my gosh, this is so pretty. And then we have the school. Oh, I love it so much. This is a very highly anticipated release for me as well, that I do actually plan on reading hopefully this month. I'm doing a Dark Academia reading vlog, and this will be in that video. At least I hope it is, because it is very anticipated. And it is Catabus. Oh my gosh. Literally, oh my god. The actual hardcover, wait till you see it. Hold on, let me show you the inside of this first. Oh my god, wait till you see this hardcover. Oh, it's so pretty. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. I'm sorry, I just realized, I feel like I do this every time I film a book haul. Like, I'll start telling you what the books are about, and then halfway through the video, I just completely stop. I'm so sorry. This follows grad student Alice Law, and she's only had one goal, to be the brightest mind in the field of analytic magic. And the only person that can make her dream come true is dead and inconveniently in hell. Alice, along with her biggest rival, Peter, is going after him. But hell is not as the philosophers claim. Its rules are upside down, and if she's willing to get out of there alive, she and Peter will have to work together. If they can agree on anything, will they triumph or kill each other trying? And I believe in the actual like synopsis, the person that like died and went to hell was her professor, and I think she accidentally killed him from like an experiment gone wrong or something. I could be wrong, but I think it's like sort of something like that. So she feels guilty, and that's why she feels the need also to like go and get him, I think. Absolutely stunning. Okay, I have the last stack of books right here. So the other book that I was mentioning earlier that I said I really wanted to read, that everybody and their mother has been talking about, it is Direbound. So I ended up getting this. Oh, I actually got it with the sticker. This is from we have like a little book truck here, and they like go around and they sell like romance and fantasy books. So cute. So that's why I got this one. So I was just like, well, I'll get it. That way I can like support a small business, you know? But I've really been wanting to read this. I think they bond like dire wolves or something. It says, Marin Coopers always hated the bonded elite warriors who form mental links with the massive, vicious dire wolves they ride. The bonded live in luxury, while Marin struggles to keep her family out of poverty. When her little sister is kidnapped and stolen across the border by the immortal monsters her country has spent centuries fighting, her world falls apart. Desperate to cross the front and save her sister, she enlists in the army and is thrown into the deadly bonding trials, where any mistake will cost her life. This feels like Fourth Wing, but without like the academy aspect, like the war academy, because she's just like in the actual army, like not just a school, a war college, you know what I mean? But like bonding with a wolf instead of like a dragon. But she must survive 4 months of training at the castle. She's bound to a feral direwolf who refuses to communicate. Oh, I'm gonna love this. Yeah, I'm gonna really like this. Then I got this. I don't know what it was. I feel like the cover just compelled me. I was in Barnes one day just walking around, and I just really wanted a book, and this is the one I guess I decided on, but it is called Fireborn. Annie and Lee were only children when the revolution changed their world, giving everyone a chance to test into the governing class of dragon riders. That's definitely what sold it for me. That's exactly why I bought it. I saw the word dragon riders and was like, okay. Now they're both rising stars in the new regime. Even though Annie's low-born family was executed by dragonfire, Lee was born to the very aristocrats who used to rule the city. A childhood at the same orphanage forged their friendship, and 7 years of training had made them rivals for the top position in the dragon riding fleet. But everything changes when survivors from the old regime surface, bent on reclaiming their city. With war on the horizon, Lee must choose to kill the only family he has left or to betray everything he's come to believe. Now I know why I bought it. Then from Alexander M. Tran, I don't know if you guys remember when I first started my YouTube channel, I had, where is it? I read this book right here, actually. The Divine Shallows by her. She came out with another book. This whole time I've been waiting for the second book in this series, but then she announced another book and I was like, oh, I'm gonna get it because it sounded amazing. And it is called Man-Eater. And look at that. I just love the way like her books are bound, and I love the way her covers are designed, and I love her writing, and I love her as a person. Because I often wondered why the prince plucked me from the woods and locked me into his tower of stone. All my life, I waited for a sign that my existence had meaning, that there were more beyond the outskirts where I was first born. I felt misplaced, a girl adrift in a world too vast and unkind, but I escaped, I clawed my way out, I found freedom. Piece by broken piece, I stitched myself back together with whatever I could find. Shattered memories, cracked hopes, fragments of who I'd been, I made myself whole again. I learned it's better to be named a devil than mistake for a savior. I won't be seen as anyone's salvation, I'll become their reckoning. The world will know that hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. Oh my god, yeah. Yeah. Anything that has like female rage, like revenge, anything like that, I'm so sad for. Up next by S.T. Gibson, I do have Savage Blooms. I think I've only read 1 or 2 books by her so far, but I do remember, I think, liking them. I actually cannot remember, actually. But this one is gorgeous, so I'm excited to give it a shot and see. This is from Fairy Loot, so this is the actual hardcover. And then the inside. It says, for as long as Adam can remember, the legends passed down from his world-traveling grandfather have called him to a crumbling manor in the Highlands. His closest friend, Nicola, longs for the same adventure, as well as for Adam himself. She'll follow him just about anywhere, even to the remote wilds of Scotland. When a storm strikes and strands them, Adam and Nicola find themselves at the mercy of the eccentric owner of the infamous home, Eileen, as well as her brooding groundskeeper, Finley. Trapped by the weather and bound by ancient fairy magic, Nicola and Adam get more than they bargained for as they become entangled in Eileen and Finley's world of mind games, deceit, and forbidden desire. As ancestral sins are unearthed, they will have to reckon with the spell Eileen and Finley have cast over them, whether or not they want to be free. That is crazy. Actually, I had no idea what that book was about. That sounds really good. That sounds so good. Oh, I didn't even show you guys the artwork on the inside. Hold on. So sorry. And then the front. Gorgeous. And the last book that I do have for this haul, which I feel like I have another one because I feel like I remember getting a special edition of the Arcane Academy, I think was the name of it. I remember being really excited because that was anticipated, but now I have no idea where I put it. So, irrelevant, I guess. But the last book that I do apparently have for this haul is by Stephanie Garber, which I love Stephanie Garber so much. I think her writing is so magical and immersive and fairy tale. So I was so excited to see that she has a new series, and it is The Alchemy of Secrets. And this is also the Fairy Loot edition. The inside literally just reminds me of Once Upon a Broken Heart, actually. Oh my god. And then here's the actual hardcover. And then the inside. I just feel like it's gonna be so good because I've yet to read anything from her that I don't like. I mean, I've only read the first 2 books in both Caraval and Once Upon a Broken Heart, but still, I just love her writing. It starts with a class in an old movie theater, Folklore 517, Local Legends and Urban Myths, taught by a woman called the Professor. Most students believe the professor's stories are fiction, but Holland St. James has always been convinced that magic is real. Her search for the truth leads her to a dazzling new world, a deadly ultimatum hidden at the heart of Los Angeles, and into a path of a magnetic stranger who claims he's been sent to save her life. But everyone in this intoxicating new world is lying to her, even this stranger. If she can't figure out whom to trust, her magical reality could change from a Hollywood dream to a nightmare. One thing I love about her books is there's always some sort of like lying or deceit. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Anyways, I think that is all of my new books in the last couple months. If I forgot something, oh well, you guys will see it at some point on my channel. So it is what it is. This was still a huge haul, so I hope you guys did enjoy it. Let me know out of all of these books which one is maybe like your favorite, or like you think is the prettiest, like out of all the special editions maybe. Let me know if you've read any of these, your thoughts on them, and I will see you guys in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe and give this video a giant thumbs up, and hit the little bell button too, that way you are notified whenever I do post. And I will see you guys next week. Bye!